Greetings, beloved human family and co-creators. I am Gilles Mansillon, and I thought I'd come to you today to speak of a phenomenon that is an idea that joy may be equal to work. Work is something like a bad word in language. It is something most people have to work to live, but it is out of survival need, because we live in a system that forces us to work so that we can pay taxes, so that we can pay rent, so that we can live, and so it is not something that is necessarily wanted. So there is all kinds of negative energy that is often, not everybody, but sometimes connected to that word. Yet joy, there is very little negative energy behind joy. Everybody's, when you think of the word joy, it's very difficult to think of anything that could be negatively associated to that word. So the idea is to follow the teachings of a humanist philosopher, Chinese, very ancient philosopher, whose name was Confucius. He explained that if you can find something that you truly love to do, you will never have to work for the rest of your life, because you will be able to go to work every day and really enjoy each and every day. The reason for that is that joy is also experienced by a sense of achievement. When you are able to provide a service for someone, or you are able to create something, then there is a sense of fulfillment and joy. And when you love what you do, you usually do it really well, and you're always looking for ways to improve yourself, to do it always better. So it is very important to maybe make a list of 10 or 20 things that you absolutely love to do, and among those 10 or 20 things, to see which one could bring you income. How can you integrate that in your daily life? So those things that you really love to do, or one thing or more than one, could actually bring you enough income to fulfill, to sustain your life, so that each and every day you go to work or you work, but the more you work, the more joy you are able to create within and without yourself, because when you have joy, you other people see that and feel that, and the more joy is shared, the joy is multiplied always. So it is very important also once you can bring joy into any experience, even the mundane thing could be joyful, and if you are able to do that, you also show the example, and you are able to help others see that they can bring joy into their life. Of course, a good example of joy is to see children when they play. They really are able to experience that great joy. As adults, we have to keep that sense of joy and fulfillment and happiness. For also humor and laughter is source of joy, so it's always good to be able to laugh and to create that joy. Of course, so joy is one of the infinite virtues of the heart. I do not know infinite joy, but I can understand it. I do know joy, but it is something still I cannot say that I know joy on the infinite level. Yet I'm working toward that. And what I was lucky in my life. I was lucky, I don't know if luck ever exists, but I had chance to be able to work in a line of work that bring me great joy. Whether it is when I first started my first profession was to as a gallery dealer to buy and sell art, or to create art. Those functions are I love it. The more I do, the more joy I feel. Whether it is in a business sense or whether it is in a creative sense, those are things I really love to do. And so the more I work, the more I find joy within my life. So it is something that we do have to find a way, find something that we are truly passionate about, and from there all problems, most of the social problem of the world will be solved from that simple understanding. There will be no more unemployment. Everybody will find something they enjoy to do in order to serve. Of course, I will come back to that, but there is a sense when we start working together, we have to always there is the idea of work ethics. Which is not commonplace in this world. So there is some people. Money is so powerful that some people are completely putting ethics aside just to take advantage of everybody else. They are not to be judged for that. They're not saying bad people, but this is still not. They will not bring joy if people are taking advantage of others for money. Will not result in joy. And the other. Aspect that may need to be discussed is that in the effort of providing goods and services. There is more to work than just money. It has service has to be has to serve the collective is very important. And just making money just to make money is not it may be good enough for some people, but it will not bring joy. It doesn't help the whole consciousness evolve. So eventually everybody that is working, those big corporations, will have to add the idea of service and ethical service to the collective they serve and to the planet and humanity in order to realign with the new energies of the new age. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I hope you do have or found something that do bring you joy every day, that you go to work and whenever you work you are able to experience that joy and that pleasure to serve, to experience, to share, to grow and that this joy may increase each and every day. I thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.